G'day from Australia. My name's Ashley Davis. I'm the developer of DataForge Notebook, and today I've just got a quick video for you to show you some exciting new features coming up in version 1.10 of DataForge Notebook. So this is the DataForge Notebook welcome screen. I'm just going to jump into the visualization example here that comes included with DataForge Notebook. DataForge Notebook comes with a whole bunch of different examples. So you can see here, if you haven't seen DataForge Notebook before, this gives you an idea of what it is. You can run JavaScript and TypeScript code and get live visualizations as output. It can do all sorts of visualizations, including charts and maps, which we see down the bottom here. Now, what I want to show you today is two things. One is that now you can change versions of Node.js. So DataForge Notebook comes in, automatically includes 12.19.0 of Node.js, but now you have the ability to download and change between different Node.js runtimes. Now, if we click here, we can go to Manage Versions, so we can actually see the list of installed versions that I've got. I've got version 15, 14, 12, 8, 10, 8, etc. I've installed all of these manually. Obviously, it comes with version 12.19 by default. I can set any of these as the current notebook as the current runtime for the current notebook, or I can set any of them as the default to use for new notebooks that you create. Now I can go into the available runtimes here. By default, it shows you only the long-term support ones, but we can show all of them. So you've got access to all the different versions of Node from version 8 onwards. You can look at the latest versions of all of them. So for example, I don't have version 9. If I wanted to test some code with version 9, I can install that. So that's installing. Now, the other thing that's new is that there is a Npm Package Manager. So you can see I've clicked on the settings icon from the toolbar and I'm in the Packages tab. The Runtimes tab, that's where all the Node.js stuff was. But in the Packages tab, you can see that DataKit is installed. Is an NPM package that's stored in this notebook. If I click on that, it'll actually take me to the NPM page for it. So it's a really quick way just to get to it and find information about that particular package. From here, I could remove that from the notebook if I didn't want it anymore. I can go to the search page and I can find, so it's remembered my Axios search, but I can search for anything here. And conveniently, I've got a button here that allows me to install any packages I want. Any packages that are on NPM can be used in DataForge Notebook. I'll just show you how that works. So if I wanted to install Axios, which is a popular NPM package for doing REST API requests, I can install it from here. And that's going to come down. It'll take a moment. It's been installed, you can see here. If I go back to the installed tab, you can see that I've got Axios in my notebook now. And it's also automatically installed the Axios type defs for TypeScript, which gives you a really cool IntelliSense feature in DataForge Notebook when you're coding. Let's get out of that. So I'm just going to show you that, you can install, obviously you can install packages from here. We can search for them and install them from here. But the usual feature, the original feature for installing packages is still there. I'm just creating a new JavaScript notebook here. So I can literally just type require Axios. And you can see up here in the top right-hand corner that it's automatically installing Axios for me. So I've just installed Axios in this notebook. And if I go into the configuration here, give it a moment to load it, you can see it's automatically installed Axios for this notebook. So this is one of the core features of DataForge Notebook, is that it's just there ready to code. You just code and you don't have to install anything. It just does it for you. But it's now configurable, so now you can control how packages are added and removed, and you can also choose download new Node.js runtimes to use to evaluate your notebooks. Let's just quickly finish off this REST API. I've got a nice little REST API here that I can use called JSON placeholder. So let's do response equals await axios.get. We're going to get the data from this REST API and display it And I'm just going to evaluate this notebook. Oop, I spelt it wrong. Let me just copy that to here. So I've spelt it right. Well, that isn't exactly the format I wanted, actually. What I want to do is display this as a table. I think that'll make it easier to understand what's going on here. So you can see we've called the REST API and we've displayed it as tabular data. So just a small example of what you can do with NPM modules in Dataforge Notebook. If you want to get Dataforge Notebook, go to www.dataforgenotebook.com. You can put your email address here to get the free version, or you can support the product, support me in building this, and actually buy the pro version by clicking here. Thanks so much for your time. I hope you enjoy these new features that are coming out soon in version 1.10 of Dataforge Notebook. It's going to be coming out later this month, hopefully. I've still got a few things I want to add to it. Still got a few things that I need to test and maybe some bugs to fix. But thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.